Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if this works this time. Alright. Trying something new on ZenKimchi called Driving in Korea. My name is Joe McPherson. And I do a lot of commuting. I live just outside of Seoul. And I'm extremely busy, so I don't really have much time to do your traditional FaceTime on my computer. So I'm playing with the idea of talking about news and travel news in Seoul and Korean food, tips, tricks, news, restaurant scene stuff, things to do with tours if you're in Korea, where to travel, where things are going to go, anything I can share with you. Do it on one of my little commutes. Don't worry, I'm going to be very careful because you'll see I will not look at the camera much. And I talk to myself anyway when I drive. So, yeah. Unlikely my hand's going to cover up my face. Anyway, this is Sunday, July something. I think today is 6. Sunday, July 7th. I'm on my way to lead a Dark Side of Seoul ghost walk on a Sunday. Sunday tours are weird. They're eerie. They're eerie because the city of Seoul is in hangover mode on Sundays. So it's a little quiet. Last night we had a pretty nice group. We had 9 guests on the tour. They were an amazing group. From all over, from US, Canada, Philippines. We had an exchange student who's in Seoul. All different ages and backgrounds. It was really fun. We walk around and show them some sights and tell them the dirty secrets behind them and regale a few folk tales and Korean ghost stories. And it's a fun, nice walk. It can be a bit long if you take the extended edition. It's a good 2.5 hour to 3 hour walk. Last night ended up being 3 hours because that's what happens. I mean, we had a few people who had just flown in and others who had not. Some others are just about to finish their time in Seoul, some like expats. And this is like on their bucket list of things to do. And I'm glad they had a good time. But yeah, they'll want to take pictures a lot. And of course, I mean, why shouldn't they? It does slow things down, and so the 2.5 hour tour becomes a 3 hour tour. And we get rushed at the end. And this poor couple, they barely made it on time, and they had just flown in from Toronto, as in they landed in Seoul, went through immigration, got their bags, went through customs, got into Seoul, dropped their bags off at their hotel, and rushed to the tour. They had not slept, they had not eaten, and I could see further on that the jet lag was starting to hit them. It came into this little disheartening when you're putting all your energies into telling all these spooky stories and funny stories, and people are yawning. But I've learned over the years it's not me. It is the jet lag causing that. So anyway, they hadn't eaten, so I said, hey, chicken and beer when the tour is over. And I took them to my favorite franchise, Tutu Fried Chicken. The one near Seoul Daemun Station where we finished the tour. The proprietor's a little gruff compared to some of the other chicken places I tend to go to, but he still makes damn fine chicken. It was really nice, and they seemed really happy. And they were curious. They were curious what Korean fried chicken is. That's kind of funny that people still are not aware that Korea has its own version of fried chicken, and wondering how is it really different from other fried chicken. And I'm of the opinion that if you get it from a good classic place, like tutu, chicken bangi. People who do it the 90s style with the thin crust and that ginger, cinnamon, 5-spice aroma. It's uniquely Korean. You're not going to get that in America. What you get in America is just KFC with garlic sauce on it or soy sauce on it. What I've been told and what I've experienced, the Korean fried chicken in outside Korea is not at all like it is in Korea. It's just American chicken that happens to have sauce on it. Usually wings, which we don't really do wings in Korea. I mean, we do wings, but we do wings and other parts. If we do anything like a wing, well, we do have hot wings. We do have hot wings, but we also specialize. We like to do boneless chicken thighs. We love dark meat in Asia. So I'm on my way to the tour now. We have 3 tonight. This is the type of business I run, which my wife says I'm not a good businessman. Even if only one person signs up, I still do the tour because I do this for fun too. And I love meeting new people. I love seeing the city through other people's eyes. It keeps me fresh. It keeps me grounded. So what was I working on today? Today I was working on Minji. I have not worked on Minji in a while. Now, Minji is our chat bot on our Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and you search for Dark Side of Seoul, join our Facebook page. But feel free to chat with us because actually you won't be chatting with us. You'll be chatting with Minji the Ghost, which is a chat bot we created. Chatbot we created, and she's kind of like a teenage Korean ghost, and she's a little snarky. And we've been over the years we've been teaching her. It's not really AI. It's not really self-taught. It's guided. So whenever she comes across phrases and such that she doesn't know how to respond to, we'll teach her how to respond to it. And so now, over the years, she's really developed a really cool sense of humor and lots of fun. And she even has a choose your own adventure game that you can play with her. I'm very proud of Minji. You know what? People haven't been talking to Minji lately. Usually only perverts talk to Minji. And if you actually have it set up so that Minji, if you start getting too pervy with Minji, she'll ignore you. She'll just turn off your chat. Because that's how she is. She's awesome. So yeah, go to right now. I mean, if you just go pause this video, go to Dark Side of Seoul on our Facebook page and hit message and talk to Minji. I talk to Minji whenever I'm bored. I like playing. I like testing her. So yeah, I was working on the AI today because I hadn't been working on the AI in a while. And I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to figure out how to get this to work. And I've actually made 2 videos that have both crashed and I've deleted them. But don't worry, they were very nerdy, talking about Google Ads and SEO. I'm sure no one's interested in that. If you're coming to visit Korea, in July, we're on the cusp of Jangma, the monsoon rainy season. It's been kind of weird in recent years. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. I remember last year at this time it was raining quite a bit. But don't let the rain push you away, distract you. Seoul is actually quite one of those cities that's great in the rain, I think. Korea is one of the great countries in the rain. We have our food is made for every season, every situation. And so summer Jangma season, you want to get yourself some bindae-deok or nokdujeon and some makgeolli. Bindae-deok, nokdujeon, depends on who you talk to. That's mung bean pancake. And it's just ground up mung beans, no flour. It's very keto. Is it keto or Kaito? I don't know. Wasn't that O.J. Simpson's house guest? Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's just ground up, mixed maybe some bean sprouts, maybe a little bit of meat and onions, and fried up. And I love it when it's nice and crispy. It's like a cornbread. And then you chase that down with makgeolli, which is a fizzy rice ale. And it's one of the joys of Korea is makgeolli and bindae in the summer. And we like to have that because the sound of the pancakes sizzling sound like the rain. And I've been doing it for so long, I have real nostalgia for this time of year. Real nostalgia. So where's the rain coming? It keeps looking like it's going to rain. It's not raining. I love rain. I'm weird that way. I love rain. I love all weather. I have ADD. I can't have the same weather all the time. Alright, I'm about to hit my parking spot. What I do is I just don't feel like taking the bus to the subway station, so I just take the car and I park it in the middle of some rice fields. Kind of love it. I love parking out in the rice fields. Sometimes I just get back from a tour at night and I just exhausted. I don't feel like driving. I just sit in the car in the dark, the rice fields and the moon and the stars, and I watch Netflix on the car. This week what we have, I do have a barbecue tour tomorrow. What the heck is that? Have a barbecue tour tomorrow. Looks like it's going to be fun. Chicken tour is coming back as well. So it's going to be, I'm happy because I really missed that chicken tour and now it's getting back. And Seoul itself is just going to be hot. We're about to get the big exodus. Already, every year I'm seeing it earlier and earlier as businesses closing down for vacation. It's usually around late July, early August it happens. It's going to get really hot. It gets really humid and hot. So if you're visiting Seoul, take that into account. Don't plan to spend too much time outside. Bring lots of water. Get those cooling towels. There's something called, I think it's frog togs. I got those when we were in Hong Kong, and they were valuable in Hong Kong. They just cool you down. These cooling towels. Get those, and everything still works during the summer. Nothing's closing down. But just pattern. Try to plan to spend very limited time outside. Short times at the palaces and such. Try to go inside to cafes and stuff and eat a lot of popping soup. Okay, so that was it for driving in Korea. Hope you have a good time and drive safely.